Oh my god. That was actually pathetically easy. I was really hyping that up to myself to be one of the biggest, worst annoyances, but that was the easiest abnormality in a long while. I was thinking I was gonna have to do a thing like I did with Queen of Hatred, but no, that was my first try. Okay, well that's cool. I mean, I'd rather have it be this way than having to grind for hours and hours just to luck out a win, squeeze out a victory. Each time the librarian sustains damage greater than 10% of their max HP, all enemies take 4 to 8 stagger damage, and the librarian recovers health. That's pretty cool. That'd be good for a tank. When hit, inflict 1 aroma. At the start of the scene, take stagger damage. Equal to the amount of aroma. Okay. Each scene, a petal attaches to a random enemy. After the character with the petal takes 4 hits in a single scene, all characters take 3 to 7 stagger damage. The librarian becomes untargetable. Okay. I think this is the one that I'm probably going to be going for the most. I can see cases where it might be good to go for something else. Also, I'm just now realizing that my voice seems a little bit nasally, so maybe I strained my voice sometime yesterday doing voices or something, so I might seem a little sickly or something. I hope you guys do not mind. Alright guys, so I put together some stuff on Gebra. Now that Gebra is put together, we can maybe go and take on our first Aleph. That's the mountain of smiling bodies. You heard Miss Gebra, let's be fast. It'll be hell to deal with as it grows bigger. This place reeks of filth. We also have what I'm assuming to be the new Aleph tier monster fight. We're starting out with a mass attack, eh? Deal stagger. Oh man, this is gonna be a tough one, probably. Okay. And they don't get staggered. You don't care for slash. Well, that's good. Neither of these are slash attacks. Okay. Horrid screech. Meet sturdy defense. And you're also strengthened. It recovers 30% HP upon defeating an ally. Each time the abnormality loses more than 25% of the max HP, melting corpses is spawned at the end of the next scene. Transforms back to stage 1 when HP drops to 0. Is this stage 1? It looks like stage 2 to me. Transforms to stage 3 upon fully recovering HP. Okay, so it looks like it's at stage 2 because it has 250 health right now. At the start of the scene, gain 1 strength. It uses horrid screech every 2 scenes. Okay. Upon taking a hit, deal 8 damage to the librarian that attacked it and inflict fragile. Oh my goodness, that's hard. So you can't hurt these guys, but it also deals a lot of damage and makes them fragile. Alright, well, let's give it a try. Your speed is not 6 or higher. Let's give a good trying attempt here. I mean, I guess that is an incredible amount of stagger damage. Is anybody weak to blunt? Okay, nobody's weak to it, but nobody resisted either. It's bayonet combat. Reload. Okay, let's just get started. There's that scream. Okay. Not a terrible start. I don't think anyway. Oh my goodness, that does so much more stagger than I thought it would. Okay, and it also looks like he heals a lot via attacks. 7 per. Oof. Okay. We'll play toward our abnormality pages. You can devour your own teammate. Okay. I'm assuming that's exactly what we don't want to have happen. We want to keep him from devouring his teammates. Speed is 6 or higher. We could pinpoint shot. Oh, why are they moving so fast? Why are those guys so big? Forming storm. Remove all dice from this page. Add a mass attack page to the hand that can only use next scene. I mean, you don't have any light, so I don't think that's gonna be an option here. There we go. Boom. Boom, boom. You will not be eating anybody today. That's terrifying, those screams. Boom. Yeah, that's fine. You're about to be staggered. Ah, couldn't tough it out, I see. Mark the first enemy that is attacked by the librarian. Deal extra damage. Okay, that should be good because we're only going to be attacking the mountain. Gain strength based on the amount of damage taken. Counter dice gain power. Oh, no. We're good. That's not gonna cut it. Gale kick might though. This one's gonna be hard. So let's do that. Focus fire. And then bayonet combat to immediately try to recoup some of our stuff. Speed is 6 or higher. That's perfect. We need that for you though. Are you emotional yet, Rathlos? No, not quite. Man, I think the reason why I'm so low energy right now is because I popped off so hard seeing Laggy Crust in the reveal trailer. I had no idea. I was trying to keep myself as spoiler free as possible, and it's so legendary. It's such a canon event that the last thing I said before Laggy was revealed is we should pause. It's kind of laggy. It's kind of laggy. Laggy appears. That's so legendary. I could not have planned for that any better. So what happens when you get staggered? Easy, we all dodge it. Gebra doesn't. But that doesn't matter. Boom! Staggered. Okay, so you just want to block the little guys then. Is what I'm assuming is the play. Alright, what happens here? Gross. It was just a big lump after all. At the start of the scene, gain strength based on the amount of damage. After the librarian sustains damage greater than 25% of their max HP, become untargetable and unclashable. What's behind the screen right now? Am I just supposed to kill the little babies now? Okay, no, he's just little single guy. Divides into corpses after HP drops to 0. If all corpses are defeated within 3 scenes, the battle is won. Divides into corpses. Are these corpses? Melted corpses. Ah. Upon revival, it will recover HP by the sum of the HP all remaining melted corpses have. Okay. That seems just fine. So you're a little guy. Little guy! He's so small and dumb. We want to combat start and then use that. Just really hurt you. Can't use that. Can't use this though. Okay, so we have to do our best to kill the little fellas. How close are you to gaining? You're not close to gaining at all. No, you're not even attacking. Oh man, what's the play here? Maybe I just shoot you. Maybe that'll give you enough light. Oh, I did reload, not shoot. Okay. Oh. Bad little guy. Bad dango creature. Okay. Forming storm. I'll just use forming storm. God. Oh, you're so close. Maybe suppressing a shot will do it. No, we should do it on you. Okay, this turn is a little bit sloppy. But that's fine. Okay. Staggered, and you got light back though, so that's a consolation. Okay, raging storm. Frontal assault. For you, sturdy defense. Concentrated fire, speed is 6 or higher. Yeah, I think that's a good plan. What if we kill him before 3 scenes? Oh wait, 3 scenes are about to pass. Who cares? Boom! Wait, she rolled an 8? Gebra, you cannot be rolling 8s. Oh, we're dead. Or Gebra's dead. Damn, this is a tough fight. I think he becomes big again. Athlos is still not feeling very emotional. Okay, you should easily kill this guy before the mountain of smiling bodies gets to him. Let's focus fire. Maybe this fella? Or maybe we should just focus fire the mountain. We'll pinpoint shot you. Okay, let's just see how this shapes up. Good. Okay, you have to roll an 8 here. We need to stagger this guy. Yes! Yes! Oh, he just regains those guys. Okay, let's just hard focus on killing this. Killing the ball. The ball of doom. Okay, we're just trying to kill... We're just trying to kill the melted bodies now. And what's nice is it looks like 2 of them are taking a break. Okay. Just got the guys in the background now. This guy dies. But it shouldn't matter. Okay, concentration, concentrated fire. Concentrated fire, finish them off. Let him be the finisher. Yeah! Alright, now what? And sweet! Our first Aleph. Our first strongest abnormality. Wonderful. I guess you can't exert as much power as the red mist did in her prime. Seems so. I can't see myself to be identical to Callie either. What's the big difference between the red mist and your present self, though? She seems so chill but up here in her character portrait, she's like screaming. I used to be able to freely wield ego. I was probably the only one in the city who could manage such a feat. Weapons and armor that resonate with your own heart. Who could have imagined that? And now I can't handle those egos smoothly anymore. The librarians can use ego now, right? True, but we aren't in full control of the ego we use. We're just temporarily acquiring it from abnormalities. So if I'm getting this right, we're basically borrowing powers from the creatures we call abnormalities in the form of ego. That's pretty much it. We're not in the state to use them properly. And so the red mist was? Well, the sword I used to wield was extracted from someone else, but the armor was my own ego. Those empowered me greatly. I mean, yeah, no one could have seen that one coming. Weapons and armor that resonate with the mind, your foes must have been helpless against them. It's not all that convenient. Since it literally links up with your mind, you risk getting consumed by it as well. And the distortion happens if you're gobbled up by it? I suppose so. Every time I used ego, it felt as if someone were talking to me. They are what I desperately needed to hear, but at the same time, those words are things I don't want to listen to. It was like a raging torrent that could sweep my consciousness away if I ever lost my grip. Not sure if I felt that. I guess it's because the ego we use here are adjusted by Angela in advance. I'm mostly worried about what may happen when people out there start manifesting and using ego. Who gave you access to such amazing gear anyway? Carmen. The person who supposedly led the research to cure humanity, wasn't it? Right. Carmen was from the nest, but she wasn't afraid to hang around the back streets to give her fervent speech. She wasn't going to last long if she kept that up, if we're being honest. So you helped her out of pity or something? Not a chance. I wasn't naive enough to serve anyone without payment. So why does it look like she's screaming right now? I simply wondered just what exactly a nest dweller would know about the agonies of the city to be so passionate about the matter. She brazenly went on about her absurd claim that she can break the ever-repeating cycle of suffering that goes on in the city. I got mad that some dweeb was spouting off like she understood everything. So I grabbed her and snapped at her. How dare you rattle on about that? What do you know about the pain and suffering people in the back streets go through? I yelled. I thought Carmen would whimper on the verge of tears, but she instead kept a straight face and retorted with a question. What do you know about the pain in the nest, then? She said she'll tell me about the pain and agony of the nest, so I should teach her about the suffering of the back streets in return. She was so shameless. I didn't like how she acted so brash for someone so weak. Her eyes and voice, on the other hand, carried a certain energy. She said even the weakest people could gain the power to easily topple the head if they set their mind to it. As she will give everyone the therapy to grant such power and mindset. She gave me her card, telling me to come over if I was interested. That was before you got assigned a color, right? Yep, I was a grade 2 back then. You bought into her borderline cultist hooey despite being a grade 2? No, I believed her because I was that experienced, actually. I met countless swindlers and hacks in my life, but something about Carmen told me that she wasn't one of them. Just what kind of person was she? Anyways, I decided to count on Carmen. If I could protect this person, maybe this world might change. Maybe fewer people would have to suffer the same kind of pain I did. That's why you worked for practically free, huh? All the while, you did unbelievable things, becoming a living legend and getting a color. Those were just extras. Doing meaningful work was enough for me. You sure are strong and stupidly honest. Heard that a lot. Thanks for the stories, by the way. How about a cig? No thanks. Still got loads of work to do. That's so chill. For the duration of the act, recover 20% of max HP. At the start of the scene, gain strength based on the amount of HP the librarian has recovered this act. Oh, interesting. I feel like you could build sets around this kind of thing, like sweepers. If If you have a lot of HP restoring cards, then absorption is where you go. Also, First Aleph abnormality stuff. When the librarian takes a hit while their HP is at 50% or lower, a screech bursts out at a 50% chance. The screech deals 2 to 5 stagger damage. So if someone takes a hit while they're halfway to dead, they just start screaming and everybody gets staggered. All librarians except the selected one are immediately killed when this page is chosen. Whoa. The selected librarian gains a max light capacity, light, restoration, strength, protection, and haste, proportional to the number of librarians killed for the rest of the battle. That's crazy. Interesting. Alright. So we got no new people? I suppose that's okay. I think the 5th is... Yeah, the 5th is the Angela abnormality, so... We're done with Netzak's abnormalities. Well, mostly done. Then we have the Angela fight. We have to go through Tiferet, Gabrad, she said, as well as Bina and Hokma. I really like the birds. I might have to go after the birds. It's so weird not being able to fight with Bina, though. Now let's go see Cheesehead. Let's see what the Woodsman is up to. The max roll of all dice is raised by 0. I remember you being a pretty warm-hearted person. Yeah, I guess it still craves a warm heart to fill that void, right? The fellow's chest is still hollow, I see. The character has warm heart at the start of the scene. All librarians restore light to max. Each scene targets the character with the most light. When attacking, all dice gain power equal to... All dice gain power equal to the amount of light the target has. Upon defeating another character, recover 20% of max HP. You gain 3 stacks of warm heart. Character has no warm heart at the start of the scene, becomes staggered. So we have to remove his warm heart somehow. At the start of the scene, if the amount of warm hearts is 0, the Woodsman culls this character. What the? Help me! Help me! Okay. So... in order to win, we gotta... Also, I just threw stuff. I just slapped some stuff on, she said, so... It's not the most insane stuff on him. If I remember correctly, we want to be low on light then. Why is a tree attacking? Creek. Ow. The last thing that we want is to get staggered. After attacking an enemy with a higher amount of stagger resist, deal 2 to 4 bonus stagger and recover 2 to 5 stagger. Okay, so we're probably going to go with that. After staggering an enemy, copy 2 pages owned by that enemy and add them to the librarian's hand with 2 less cost. Okay. Whenever the librarian uses a page, discard a random page from hand and restore light. Okay. You're the closest to being staggered. Okay, so now that you have 3 warm heart, what changes? Okay, we need to clash with those. They gain power equal to the amount of light the target has. Oof. That's gonna be a minimum of 10 damage. I do not think it's even possible to... Maybe we could go here? Or here, let's go here instead. On Clash lose. Who has the highest chance of winning that? And then let's try killing the trees. Now let's kill this tree. Oof. Okay, that's a good thing that just happened right there. She said is almost dead. After staggering an enemy, copy 2 pages. Okay, that's a pretty easy choice. That's a pretty easy choice as well. Gig. Gig. Maybe we do this just to make sure that... Okay, that's gonna spend your light, and that's good. That's a good thing. Okay, killed a tree. On Clash lose 1 warm heart. Okay, do we have a Clash lose? Do we have something that could guarantee you lose that? Mannequin? 3 to 8 versus 6 to 8. 3 to 9. 3 to 5. So we'll do that and hope. Well, that's unfortunate. It looks like we're getting him down to stagger, though. Nice. Uh-oh. She said, okay, we can't let him attack She said anymore. Two to 9, 4 to 8. You know, she said could lose this clash, actually. I just now considered that possibility. Okay, sick. He's up to 11. Stagger. Okay, now you're after this guy. Oof. Oh no. Well, this isn't going the greatest. Roll a good card, please. Oh no. That's not good. You're gonna have to creak like your life depends on it. And you're gonna have to smoke a pipe. Oh no, like your life depends on it. This might suck a little bit, guys. Yeah. Oh, and another stagger. Yeah, we're gonna lose this one. Let's just cut it there. Okay, so I invited just a random person by selecting a book to put on the invitation, which is the Ujet. And in return, I got Dong Hwan. And I'm just looking through this. It looks like this is all bleed stuff, which is what I've been aching for this whole time. Oh, and he's asking for a 1v1. Okay. Who's your 1v1? What do you do the most of? Slash? Okay. Who resists Slash? Is who should be doing the 1v1. You do. Alright, go get him, Malkuth. Go get him. He's also a grade 1 fixer, so this guy's a big dealio. Let's match his pace. Boom. Boom. Good start for Team Malkuth. Okay, we can't answer this one. That's fine. That's a really weak attack. Perfect, perfect. You got this, Malkuth. Deal bonus stagger damage. Oh, it's so nice. I don't have to choose between people. Amount of damage increases by the amount of bleed on the target. Should we just say fuck your big move with a energy beam? I kind of want to, but it's also not the play, but I also really want to. Zap. Oh my god, he's getting destroyed. Grade 1 fixer? I don't think so. The first 2 combat pages the librarian uses after this abnormality is page is selected, gain match light. Okay, you're gonna try that again. This time I don't think I have I don't really have the solution. So we're gonna have to take this damage. Ow. Jesus, that hurt. So far, still not even. So far, we are still wrecking him. Seven to 9, 5 to 8. I think that's our best shot when it comes to... Ah, let's just go. Hey, staggered. Alright. When a hit, inflict burn. Other allies deal 2 to 4. So it's not Malkuth. That'd be funny. Let's keep him alive for the next turn because I want to see him struggle. Ah, maybe that wasn't the play. I just play with my food and it all goes wrong, but it's okay. Zap. Staggered again, idiot. Good job, Malkuth. Alright, time for big huggies. Hug. So this is a star of a city, huh? It's no pushover. So Malkuth is on the same tier as a star of the city. That's pretty cool. Now where can I dunk on the grade 1 fixer? Yes. Hey, huge. Now we got a bleed guy. We're probably gonna put that on Cheesehead's team. We're gonna give Cheesehead something actual, not just pure garbage. So I'll be right back after that. All right. So the strategy for this time is to do it all again and hopefully win now. I have changed some things up with Cheesehead and only Cheesehead. So maybe if the character clashing against us becomes staggered, kill them instantly. Yeah, okay. That is not something we need to really worry about now that we are on this side of the ordeal. Instead, let's focus on killing some trees. Staggered. Man, couldn't you have just died? Also, trees aren't supposed to bleed. Where did you get that from? Where do you get a heart from? You didn't kill anybody. Both trees are standing. Everything's fine. How did that happen? Okay, but the main thing with Cheesehead's thing is now he has slash stagger resist, which I think is pretty large. Okay, deep drag will be my answer to that. And as for this, now we need a 3-fer. Do you have a 3-fer? You do have a 3-fer. Go get him, gang! Oh, it's you. Oh, he killed you. Okay. You're just there because of a bug, I guess. Alright. Let's do this then. So I don't think I was correct. I think that maybe you do need to kill or gain some light. Yeah. Rip his heart out. Okay, so he's going after Cheesehead now. I thought, why do you only lose one? Oh, we just kept him from gaining a heart. Okay. That makes sense. Let's mangle him. I think that's... yeah, that's the play. Yeah. Oh, did that give him a heart for next turn? Stop. Oh my goodness. Okay, on Clash, lose. So we want you to lose this Clash extra bad. And it's for that reason that we will be stabbing you in the heart. It really doesn't matter what we do against that. No, let's save our mangle. Okay. Beat up the tree. Okay, he rolls really big on this. He rolls bigger than I think he would be able to do there. Oh, he rolled a 5. Alright. How do we keep you from getting destroyed? Maybe that. Maybe mangling him. We could also probably get a lot more done if we change up these people's stuff. On Clash, lose 6 to 8 versus 3 to 5. Okay, we have to win one of these at least. At least one. Am I just now realizing that... oof, that's gonna hurt. Am I just now realizing that successfully evading something like restores stagger? Is that how that works? After staggering an enemy, copy 2 pages. We don't care about that. Hey, Andy's weekend. So maybe we'll try to do this instead. And then, of course, can't forget to murderize this guy. No, let's... It is indeed a critical moment. Let's play smarter. We might be able to kill this big boy this turn. So let's give it our darndest shot. I don't think that's going to be enough, actually. Oh, so close. Damn, we were close. Okay, crazy play here. We're gonna try and just kill him outright. Before he can do anything whatsoever. If this play fails, then we are probably restarting because he's going to have way too much HP. Ah, you rolled high, you little bitch. You rolled high. Of course you rolled high. Come on, take a second to roll low for me sometime, please. Alright. Well, let's try this again. This far along and Creek is still so strong. I love it. Okay, so what's the play here? So we only really do damage to... Okay, this is not the best hand. But that's okay. Not to start out with anyways. Let's start out by just thinning these trees. So we thin the trees. And when big guy gets up, the trees will be gone, so we will remove his heart one time, and one time will be enough. That one time will be the last time. Because he can't get any more out of the trees. Who does he go for? Does he always go for the one furthest left, or does he go for the weakest one? He goes for the weakest one. Okay, so there's no point in not dividing them. Okay, on clash, lose. That's perfect. That's why we have deep drag. This is an interesting fight. I kind of like it. Mannequin. No, we'll mannequin this one. Now we will just keep picking on the trees. And maybe we'll creak in response to that move. Sweet. Well, he didn't exactly lose the clash, so does that count? Who's gonna die first? I have a feeling it's gonna be one of you two, Prob. Okay, repressed flesh. Unclash, lose. Forceful gesture. Boom. sure. Ah. Boom. 8. Come on, man. You could roll 16. Oh, you're about to full die. Okay, we don't like that. We'll do that. We will mangle. And we will distract. Via big stab. Must creak on the trees. Okay. One tree down. You've been weakened. I hate that move. And I don't have the best amount of best cards to counter it either. Okay, that one will be fine. Okay, I like what we got going on this time around. 3 and 4, easy. Easy. Oh, we're messing him up. Oh, he has a full heart though. Okay, wait, hold on. Deep drag, right there. You... Forceful gesture. And you make him bleed. Meanwhile, this guy back here can go. Easy. Yes! You can roll a 19. Yes! I just gotta remind them sometimes that they don't have to roll low. They're not contractually obligated. Okay, after this turn, if everything goes well, we should be in the clear. Right there, yep, he's losing some steam. Deep drag. Alright. Then we'll just have, she said, critical moment. That move. Alright, everybody. We should be easy as balls. Wow. How do you roll a 10 despite being feeble? Yeah. And now he can't do anything whatsoever because we destroyed all his trees. Poor fella. Poor sad fella. And now we just go to town. Even if we don't kill him. Well, actually, I don't know what happens if we don't kill him, but we're probably going to kill him. And we won. That was fun. That was so much less infuriating than the warm-hearted, or the scarecrows seeking wisdom. This place is filled with the scent of coffee as always. Welcome. Today's blend is Indigo Mountain. Want to have a try? Sure. The tastes of coffee aren't all the same. It's determined by a number of factors. Starting with where it was grown, how long it's roasted. When you stop extracting the flavor and how finely the coffee beans are ground also play an important part. The acidity and sweetness depend on the size of the particle. It's a pretty delicate drink, huh? I just drank whatever they gave me. Wouldn't you say that it resembles the denizens of the city in a way? A person's identity and values can vastly differ based on where they were born and raised, whether it was the back streets or the nests, in what district of the back streets it was, along with how rough their background was as they grew up. In the streets of music, you may grow into a loser if you can't strike a single chord. The streets of food and flavor, you might end up being an ingredient. It all depends on the rules of the plantation. That makes sense. Wait a sec. So you're saying each person has a different flavor? That's something a District 23 resident would say. You haven't been brewing coffee out of the guests, have you? Not much of a romanticist, are you? I'll take that as a joke. I was half joking, alright. Though you never know. Anything could happen. It's so much coffee. The technique of mixing coffee in different origins into a single cup is also called blending. Through blending, even a low-quality coffee can be given a nice flavor. Sociology is a lot like blending when you look at it. It's the study of managing a society where all kinds of people are blended together. I guess that works. See? And when you blend coffee, you pick out the beans you want and filter away the unwanted ones. Unlike coffee beans, though, people have their own desires too, so they try to enter the blending machine they want. They'd rather go to a more luxurious world, in other words. Even though they're ground into powder all the same, the city and the nest keep whispering to the people, all to get the good beans to come over. They want supplements to delicately complement the grandest and the most unique flavor. This is where you can find the true value of life. They make a parade of nest dwellers' prosperity and comfort, right next to the miserable scene of losers who are filtered away. That's how everyone is deceived into selling themselves. Even if it's a facade, it's true that life in the nest is miles better than life in the back streets. Is it really? The wings are constantly grinding people up, almost akin to coffee beans in a coffee factory, no? Every wing paints its nest as the most comforting place in the world in an attempt to recruit the feathers for itself. A different set of rules are enforced in every nest, and the backstreets distort according to those policies. Everyone is soaked in the greatest and the sweetest lie. They convince themselves that what they're doing is for the best. Convince themselves? There's nothing to convince, it is for the best. There's literally no better option than to leave the backstreets, join a wing, and spend a stable life in the nest. Then, who gets to decide how to blend people? No. Is it even necessary in the first place? Do we really need to pick out certain people? Can't we just live as we are, as our own flavors? You're talking like it's so simple. Questions like that won't get you anything other than more questions. Is that so? It is so. Thanks for the coffee. I'll be going now. Alright, Cheesehead. At the start of the scene, boost the power of offensive die by 1 to 2 for the scene if the librarian has light after dealing 15 or more damage to enemies in a single scene. Reduce the cost of 2 expensive dice. On kill, reduce the cost to 0. Cost to reset when pages are used. Boo! When attacking a target that has more light than the librarian. Offensive dice gain power equal to the light the target has. Okay. That's pretty cool. Oh, we got Hunter. Hunter. I suppose we should try some of these. What are you gonna do? Snow Queen? Isn't she an HE though? I really want Big Bird. We're gonna go Big Bird, but first I'm gonna try to send another mystery invitation. That gets that guy. That also gets that guy. One Rudolph. Alright, so... Oh man, this episode is gonna take so much editing. So, we put together Bina's team after a long extended fight against the Index proxies. And now we're gonna take them, including the mini fridge, to Big Bird. Bina will not be joining us here today, because she's too good for us. Lady Bina isn't here to help us, so we should do this on our own. I remember we had to put that bird to sleep before we could work with it. The most dangerous beast in the forest is the one we're facing right now. Okay. So we need to do singleton. Oh wait, first we need to... Oh, what? I didn't even pay attention to that little guy. Why are we fighting Big Bird first and not punishing? I bet punishing is like really strong for some reason. Okay, Big Bird's targets cannot be redirected. A lamp that burns forever uses dazzle in the first scene and every 3 scenes after, which inflicts enchanted on a librarian. When a librarian is enchanted, a copy of Birdcage is added to the hands of all librarians who aren't enchanted. Okay. What is enchanted? What does it do besides give us Birdcage? Becomes enchanted. Oh, it only uses 1. Okay. What do you do? Ocular stab. That's a little silly. They're weak to pierce, though. Inflict bind. Draw 1 page of singleton. Restore 2 lay as well. Okay. We'll do that, and then we'll unlock to give ourselves a stronger attack. Nip. I don't think it really matters whether or not we... Okay, wait, check this out. We're gonna do... Oh, we can't clash with them completely, can we? Frontal assault. And then we'll do this just to unlock the next move. Okay, so enchanted, uncontrollable, speed is fixed at 1, uses dazzled, targeting Big Bird. Alright. I think I somewhat understand. Come on, refrigerator. Yeah. Okay, no, does Big Bird insta-kill anybody? Ooh, eyeballs. If target is enchanted, to kill them instantly. Dice lose power when clashing against Lullaby. What's Lullaby? Am I supposed to know something? Page effect. Only targets applies to librarians. Oh, okay. Should we break the speed die? We need to do that. Reduce power of all targets die. Oh, that's why that was the most annoying piece of shit ever. Now we will unlock 2. And unlock 2 there. Wait. Okay. Okay, whatever. Ow, that hurts. Wait, what? Why are we staggered already? What happened? What is that? For one scenes, can only target the character that inflicted this status. Oh. You're still bedazzled? Okay, birdcage. Well, he's fucked. I think I understand how this fight is supposed to go now. Man, I went through so much making all this stuff, this set, and now we're gonna go and suck, aren't we? But I think I understand what we're supposed to do. Yeah, you're gonna be enchanted next. What does Blade Unlocked do? Oh yes, extra dice power, perfecto. I think we can do it with what we have right now, though. Do you have eliminate? Let's eliminate you, because you're going last. Okay, bedazzled. Boom. Eliminated. Okay. What we got going there? Perfect. Boom. And now big boy is a little bit sleepy. I think that's how that works. Yeah, sleepy. Are you? Oh my god. Okay, well that's a sleepy bird. Eradicate. Eliminate. Multi-slash. Come here, boys. Come here, boys. Good stuff. That's not going to do a whole lot. Okay, and he survived amazingly. He has more health than the refrigerator now. That's pretty cool. Okay, you're gonna stop having anything, so... Fused against Big Bird, falls asleep next scene, becoming staggered. Should I use that right now? I'll use it right now, because you can't use anything afterwards. Because you're gonna fall into a deep, deep trance. Oh, you're not blade unlocked yet. Okay, that'll unlock your blade. Oh wait, we're doing way too much this scene. He only gets staggered next scene. Okay, so he's fine. Perfect. That means we can go here, and we can go here, and we can go decapitate. And we can also unlock Oh, 54 dabblage. Oh my goodness. Okay, please kill. We need to get the kill this scene, otherwise we're fubbernucked. Oof. Oh wait, yes! Fire. Okay. Huge! Fire damage finished him off. Let's go! First to buy an abnormality. Your expression tells me that you have many questions you yearn answered. Why don't you take a seat and have a cup of tea first? I'm not too used to this kind of occasion. In time, you'll grow accustomed to it, as with anything else. What is the library like from what you have seen? Again with that question. I thought I told you my answer already. Are you a bit wacky in the head? Viewpoints are bound to undergo constant change. Alright, fine, I'll give you another answer. I got fancy with comparisons like Ruina and jail last time, but to put it bluntly, the library is a perfectly ordinary part of the city, where people die out all the time. I see. Huh. Black tea doesn't taste too bad. It's no coffee, but it's got its own flavor going. It is because of the palpable agony of the tea leaf infused in each cup. Of course. Of course, yes. When I cook this already dead chicken, I can feel its pain, and that's why it tastes so good. It's still hard to believe, but you said you were an arbiter from the head, right? I was indeed. I had a ton of things I wanted to ask an arbiter if I ever ran into one. Do you have any faith that I will answer them? Nope, not at all. Besides, I got more pressing questions now. If you are really an arbiter, why are you just staying here doing nothing? I am simply watching from afar. I have long since laid down myself as an arbiter. You're just watching? You seem pretty complacent about helping Angela for a bystander. I simply take care of the tasks given to me. No more, no less. What if Angela ordered you to tell her all about the secrets of the city? Only the head knows then. She has not made such an attempt, possibly because she knows that I will not answer regardless. No. Perhaps she already tried to uncover my secrets before I could realize it. And what if I tried to kill you and turn you into a book here and now? So I can pull out every little bit of knowledge you have by force. You are a bold individual, and quite hostile as well. That is what differentiates you from us, perhaps. Ain't got any courtesy to show for one of the shady overlords of the city. There was once a man whose dream had been ruined by me. However, even when he faced me in person, his anger was directed at what was above and beyond. His gaze never settled on the things right in front of him. He always looked further. Unlike you or Angela, who are well nigh blind to anything outside of your immediate sight as I can see. Hey, don't change the topic. Quite sharp indeed. You bear a poison, heavy and slow, yet deadly. I know you well, even though you know nothing about me. My occupation is simply to remain silent and spectate, so worry not. Yes, our conversations will always be parallel. Oh, sorrow, I have ended, you see, by respecting you because I am certain you will never leave me. I realize it. Your beauty lies in the force of your being. Are you leaving already? You are welcome to stay a little longer and finish your cup of tea. Lost my appetite. You may drop by sometimes and be my company. It is rather amusing to talk with you. Like hell it is. What a weirdo. What a weirdo. Fully restore the selected librarian's light. Each scene, a random ally gains no light, while the selected librarian restores additional light. So that's a last-ditch effort to save yourself. Any enemy that this librarian targets will be forced to target the librarian back, regardless of speed. That's cool. That's pretty sick. All dice gain +1 power against enemies with higher speed. If target's HP is at 25% or lower, destroy all their dice upon winning a clash. That's awesome. Alright, I've been recording for about 4 hours now, so man, we got a lot done today. I'm feeling pretty proud of what I've managed to accomplish. Tomorrow we're probably going to clean up all the abnormalities remaining before us. Or maybe we should, I don't know. What we're going to do tomorrow is for tomorrow me to figure out. So thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Library of Ruina. And I will see you tomorrow for some Monster Hunter Freedom Unite. Until then, take care.